19 Questions for Muslim Scholars Part 21. Question number 18. What about religious practices? Contact prayers are decreed at specific times, 4:104. The dawn prayer, 24:58, the noon prayer, 17:78, the afternoon prayer, 2:238, the sunset prayer, 11:114, and the night prayer, 24:58 is mentioned specifically in the Quran. Islam is not a name. It is a description, which means submission. Islam is called the religion of Abraham throughout the Quran, 2:130, 2:135, 3:95, 4:125, 6:161, 12:37-38, 16:123, 21:73, 22:78, and Muhammad was a follower of Abraham, 16:123. Due to a general unawareness of the fact that Abraham was the original messenger of submission, many so-called Muslims challenge God. If the Quran is complete and fully detailed, as claimed by God, where can we find the number of units in each contact prayer, Salat? On the other hand, God tells us that all the religious practices of submission were already established before the Quran's revelation, 8:35, 9:54, 16:123, 21:73, 22:27, 28:27. All the messengers after Abraham practiced 5 daily contact prayers, obligatory charity, and fasting, 2:43, 3:43, 11:87, 19:31 and 59, 20:14. The Meccan idol worshippers used to believe that they were followers of Abraham. So they were practicing the contact prayers, fasting, and pilgrimage, 183, 99, 835, 954, and 107 4-6. During the time of the Prophet Muhammad, people knew the meaning of Salat, Zakat, Sawm, and Hajj. God sent the Quran with their language. God does not command people with newborn words to do something, 16:103, 26:195. If God wants to command something that people are not familiar with, He explains it in His fully detailed book. Moreover, if God wants to add a new meaning to a known word, informs us. For instance, the Arabic word, el-din, in 1:4 is explained in 82:15-19. Verse 16:123 is direct proof that all religious practices in Islam were intact when Muhammad was born. Thus, he was enjoined to follow the religion of Abraham. If I ask you to buy a color TV, it is assumed that you know what a color TV is. Similarly, when God enjoined Muhammad to follow the practices of Abraham, 16:123, such practices must have been well known. There is no dispute concerning the number of units in all 5 daily prayers. This proves the divine preservation of Salat. The Quran's mathematical code confirms the number of units in the 5 prayers 2, 4, 4, 3, and 4 respectively. For example, the number 24,434 is a multiple of 19. The Quran deals only with practices that were distorted. For example, the distorted ablution is restored in 5:6 to its original 4 steps. The tone of voice during the contact prayers was distorted, and this was corrected in the Quran, 17:110. The fasting during Ramadan was modified in 2:187 to allow intercourse during the night. Zakat, the obligatory charity, is restored in 6:141, and Hajj is restored to the correct months in 9:2-5. A. Did Muhammad follow the religion of Abraham? Did Abraham practice contact prayers, fasting, charity and pilgrimage? What is your proof that Abraham practiced those rituals differently than Muhammad? B. Did not Moses, Salat, Jesus observe the Salat? C. Why do you distort the meaning of 835? Their contact prayers, Salat at the shrine, Kaaba, were no more than a mockery and a means of repelling others. Why do you claim that Meccan idol worshippers were not familiar with the contact prayers, fasting, pilgrimage, etc.? 954 to 199. D. According to God, how many steps are required for ablution? What about Hanafi, Shafi'i and other sects? E. Which one nullifies ablution? Bleeding or touching a woman's hand? What does Quran states on this subject? F. Why do you disobey 17110 by reciting Quran silently in daily contact prayers? G. Why do you mention Muhammad's name in the contact prayers? Why do you not obey 2014 and 7218? H. Why do you delay a charity by stating that one is not required to give charity if he did not hold his savings one full year? Why do you disobey God's command in 6:141? I. Why do you cram millions of pilgrims in one day, while God has given us 4 months for this duty? 297. J. Quran condemns idol worshippers who change the sacred months, 937, which are consecutive, 9-5. Why do you distort the sacred months? K. Why do you decree a punishment of 60 straight days of fasting for one nullified day of fasting? 184.
فعززنا بثالث فقالوا إنا إليكم مرسلون قالوا ما أنتم إلا بشر مثلنا وما أنزل الرحمن من شيء إن أنتم إلا تكذبون قالوا ربنا يعلم إنا إليكم لمرسلون وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين قالوا إنا تطيرنا بكم لئن